Hello, everyone. Welcome to Civilization 7. This is Clefairy continuing and completing the playthrough of José Rizal. Last time we had a very, very successful exploration age, playing as Madripahit and really exploiting the culture. And I really wanted to double down on going for the culture victory. It's one that I don't do particularly often. I think it's a little bit boring. And getting artifacts is, since the patch is now more balanced, but it's not the most consistent at times. But I'm investing heavily into culture to get the the artifacts. I'm playing as a Great Britain. So I'm going to have the unique unit antiquarians, which I've never played as Great Britain before. So this should be really fun. And I mean, let's just jump right into it. Oh my gosh, if I remember correctly, oh my god, yeah, I remember exactly. I had the insane end where I was timing all my wonders to complete at the same time. So I have a lot of legacy bonuses. The only one that I really don't have any of is golds. And okay, I remember when I finished the last game, I did a quick test to see to see how much this legacy would give me to go into it. I usually am not the biggest fan of the religious golden age. I never end up investing that much in spreading my religion, and it's easy to have your religion kind of taken away from cities. So this perk is never amazing. And I just usually it can like here, like if I were to compare this to Deep Roots, like Deep Roots, the plus 50 culture immediately, if I were to compare to the culture equivalent of the religious attribute, that they're very comparable in terms of what they could give, and so I just find it's never a worthwhile golden age. But what I was able to check, so the religious perk that I got was +4 culture, golden science for every for every wonder in other civilizations following your religion. So this would include it includes Roma, which has like one. Well, the big ones is, so it includes Roma, but it mainly includes Kilikofa, which has one. I think it had 3. 1, 2. So to 2, and then there was a third one here, and Carthage isn't converted anymore. Well, that sucks. But I ended up grabbing this quickly to see, and it looks like it ended up giving me 44 each. So if I only accepted this and went forward, it would give me 44 additional of everything. So I'm gonna stick with the golden age, because getting 44 of each of those, 44 science, golden, culture immediately in the age is gonna be really good. I probably want the land of opportunity, but look, how many? Oh right, because I knocked out Machiavelli, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So hold on, I have more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I have 7 distant land settlements and potential for more. Potential for, oh, these aren't distant land settlements, I don't believe. No, they're not. But it's still, regardless, pretty good. The only reason I wouldn't do is if I want to make sure I'm going aggressive into the expansionist and land of opportunity, which I don't really see me pushing for. So we're gonna do land of opportunity. I have one more culture attribute, which I'm probably gonna put into the culture tree or the diploma. We're gonna do culture tree, so that I could start getting the additional 5% culture. And then I'm just going to obviously get the 1 economic point. And then probably +3 science and quarters is really good. And then just get the science attribute. I can't change the capital, so I don't have any reason to invest in that. And I think we're going to just do 2 expansionist attribute points. Yeah, we're going to do that. And then immediately let's decide. So we're going to get the additional 5% culture overall. Here we're going to start to actually go towards the 5% golds. We're going to continue down the route of specialists. I think I started doing this because Magic had bonus related to specialists, and probably going to be trying to get out of most of my cities from here on out. And let's do 15% towards constructing buildings. So now we can jump right into this age, guns blazing. And I think what I wanted to do is make sure I grabbed these 2 for the warehouse buildings. Oh my god, look at how much this is producing. I love it. All right, as always, I like to reset and then reconsider what everything's giving me in a particular age. I should also probably decide, where are my cities? What are my cities? This is going to remain a town. This is a city. Let's make it a city again. I want this to also... Does this need to really be a city again? Maybe not. Because I don't get much out of making this a city. Like, actually, I only really have this town. This might remain a town. I think it's going to remain a town. This will become a city because I have stuff to do with it. And then this is a town. Is that all I settled on this year? I guess it is. And then over here, this I might make into a city because there's a couple tiles that I can get. I have the potential for bonuses from. Maybe not though. We'll hold off. This is a city I conquered, so we're gonna make it a city. Was I able to squeeze out? Yes, I did. So that's a city, and then I think maybe the rest are towns. This, I see potential here to be a city, but let's first build, I think, well, let's keep it as a town for now. I have a feeling I'm going to make it a city, and then do like science production here, warehouses, culture, and happiness buildings here. Okay. That's good. And then we're going to actually, while I'm thinking about it, we're going to buy a scout here because I want to see what's over here. More settlement potential. More settlement potential here as well. I think that's what I'm going to save up my gold for, is the settlement potential in the distant lands. I'm going to go towards academics because I always like to build Oxford University. I think the 2 technologies right off the bat, the wild card attribute is just really nice to have immediately, because then you immediately just get, like, basically you just get a massive amount of science injected into your empire. So this is an interesting one. I am tempted to try to do some of the Great Britain civics, but I ultimately think it's more important for me to, it's definitely most important for me to grab natural history and probably try to get hegemony. I need to look up how to pronounce that word later. We do not have trade routes yet, so I'm going to hold off on Port of Nations. I think it's, again, 15% for cities adjacent to the coast, 2 culture on resources adjacent to the coast. Actually, we're going to do all the culture ones first, and we will pivot back to these others afterwards. Then we have the potential for the gristmill and sawmill over here. Or we could maybe, honestly, maybe it makes sense. Well, what is this actually? Farms. I get a lot out of the sawmill, actually. These don't provide nearly as much, but neither does the gristmill or the sawmill either. Like, I'd almost rather have, if this is more or less a 4-3 tile, it's just basically saying, hey, instead of money, we'll keep, you know what, we're going to build a settler here. Okay, so I want, to me, having the silk in my capital makes sense to just maximize how much culture output I'm having, you know, and this, so let's see, does anyone need the happiness? Right now, I only saw one candidate for happiness, and that's Saba, which I'm just going to give horses anyway. And then we will give ivory. The production in my capital is probably fine. Let's see. Box production is really good. Ooh. So we're going to keep that then. And then actually this is probably where we need to toss some of the whales because it is not looking good in terms of production. So Bach does not need any of the production. And then we're going to let's toss the rest of the production related ones here, and then we'll give you happiness. And then Bach, okay, let's give it food and happiness, and then let's just, where are we growing the least in terms of towns? This will probably end up being one of them. Any other ones in the teens? Nope. So Pajang. And then another settler. Choose the production. Where's the gristmill going? Sawmill, gristmill. We're going to put you there. I've got generals. And I probably need to be most cautious of Xerxes. So probably need to throw units at the border where the Xerxes is. And we're going to actually also have, but we're going to have the Navy by here so I can poke at Baghdad. My goal is not to do any conquest, but in case there is a war, I want to basically have an army there to teach him a lesson. I'm all about teaching lessons. You know, they call me an educator. I'm not an educator in real life. And my day job is not to teach. But I like to make sure people... I like to leave a positive impact on people's lives in the sense that when they interact with me, they become smarter for it. And it's just, you know, it's a little bit of tough love. Okay. Here we go. I'm looking immediately for a science people to befriend, and I got what I wanted. I always go for science because I want to befriend, get the perk where becoming the suzerain of a city-state makes me... but whenever you befriend a city-state, the perk where you get a free technology, so I want to run through it. Also, was able to grab elective republic so that I can invest it in increased science and culture. And that made me frenzies with Benjamin Franklin, who it's probably good to get my alliances formed as early as possible. Influence in all settlements. That investment holds itself. It's a no-brainer. It takes like a few turns to receive value from that. Speaking of, I'm going to go for the culture. I already have way more culture, but I want the culture gains as quickly as possible. Also, I just realized I put portable nations in, which I didn't need. I probably meant to put this one in. Oh, well. And then we're going to start to put... I want that gold. Didn't give me that much more gold than I thought it was going to give me a bit more gold. Okay. So this is an interesting settlement in that I did not control building any of it so far. So I don't want to necessarily put trust in how it's laid out. So there's a mountain and a wonder here. So keeping this for culture and happiness is a good idea. This is accompanied by an ageless building, though. I see 2 resources here, so this being science and production is Endor's idea. Food and money over here. Well, this should really be the food money one. Although there's saw pits over here. And then, so I think what I should just do. Well... we're going to do I put this there's a no I should save this for a science building, science and production, and then you have to deal with what the AI gives you sometimes, unfortunately. Let's toss the grocer here for now so I don't have to think about it. There's going to be a good side and a downside to the AI getting better. We're going to befriend Geneva. I want to make sure, again, this is extra insurance to secure the science city. Ooh, I'm getting some land down here. I'm going to be settling here. Okay, so now I can build museums. It's probably in my best interest to... Actually, it's in my best interest. We're just... Where are we going to toss? Museum should go here. And then how much for the antiquarian? Alright. Alright, so we're trying to get Hangami as soon as possible. And I don't think... Every factory resource assigned to them. Wow. We're going to try to build... the Hermitage. I don't know if it's the Hermitage or I don't know how to pronounce it. Just assume I'm being a bit loony. I think also after this, this should be producing antiquarians. I'm actually gonna... I should have force bought. Well, whatever. Let's know where are we building a museum. We're gonna build it here. And start to just have each city spit out an antiquarian. Should be very careful of Xerxes. Xerxes is gonna try to screw me over if I'm not careful. In fact, knowing that, I should try to take Stone Town, suzerainty of Stone Town. We'll keep these army commanders available.
In the Enlightenment, what does not add up in numbers?
Okay, so Hermitage. Actually, maybe is there a available spot for it here? Nope. Is there an available spot for it here? There is. That's an interesting place to put it. Can it literally only be put there? I guess we're building it here. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna just... Oh, we're gonna finish the settler and production here is poo-poo garbage. I need the production. I need production. I don't even have faith that Saba's gonna build it. I mean, next it's this no-brainer. I need to go to military science next. Social question. And I'm just using this fleet commander to basically scout some of the worlds for me. Let's buy an antiquarian here, because I want to start really making sure I'm collecting what I need to ahead of everyone else. Just keep you on alert. Ooh, growth event. Where is the city? So I can't grab this oil, but I can push in this direction. Town specialization. I'm not worried about that right away. Let's get you to research that. Let's get you over here. So we're gonna probably put a city over here. So grow town. Or just research artifacts. I can start to befriend you. And then now, if here is where, so I have a settler here. And the settler is... Ooh, look at all this oil. I should make it mine. We're gonna put it over here, so I also want to... Oh, but... No, I'm not gonna get the... Here. We're gonna put it over here. And we're gonna buy the museum when I can over there. And the reason why I'm going for this oil is I don't plan on going to war, but having all of that oil is going to... it gives me a lot of control. If I have heavy cavalry, it just gives me a lot to work with. So that I know, we should build antiquarians here. I'm gonna war. I should invest my wonder production into the building of Oxford University. Okay. So 14. And so now here I can put a settler over here so that I basically claim this island. I might want to claim this one too. So I've now done the research. The problem is I don't have good eyesight on this capital, which is the problem. We're going to potentially have to wander with the antiquarian. Going back to you. Let's get you built where you belong. So now this is where I might want to pivot back. Because here's where the museum is, which makes this that much more in terms of getting adjacency. So I think we will put it here. And I think we're going to just go for the builds. Getting the science, growing Bach. And let's make sure we're getting all these rural tiles. I'm going to go towards military. So I want the trade routes really bad, but right now my gold is immediately going towards other things, and I really need the production. Alright, cool. Now I know this island. I already basically know that island. And we're going to save up for another antiquarian, but we're going to buy them in Saba. Alright, 500 science. I wish I had better eyes on where some relics were. Ooh! Where's... Wait, where is this? Oh. Oh, okay. I was mixing up some playthroughs. Okay, Axum. You can build here, but there's no reason for you to. You should honestly be remaining invested in... Oh, actually, that's a lie. We're going to build an antiquarian here. And how much would it be to buy another antiquarian? Probably 2,000. 2780. That's a chunk. Where do I want to send the scout? This is the least explored area, so we're going to send the scout over there. Now the big thing that I missed out with in terms of exploration is that I need to know where the relics are. And right now I don't, which is bad, because it puts me at a massive disadvantage. Alright, where are... These are friendly city-states, so let's just get them as soon as possible. Don't need that. I'm not going to worry about specializing any of my towns yet. I guess I don't think I should. Let's get the juicy, delicious cotton. Let's get the fishies. Let's get these marine tiles. Continuing to want to just buy the antiquarians. Let's get you on land. Can you... You can't get anything. It's a little unfortunate. Move you to be part of that army. Okay, perfect. So now I'm going to be getting this oil. Yum, yum. I need the oil. Because I want that plus. Plus lots. Okay. So now we have... I still don't have trade routes. I gotta do the 30... I think we're going to go for free speech because that's specialist. That'll just make it'll ease the weight on the current specialist situation that I have, which is good. All right, technology. I probably want to go towards urbanization. Oh, and I also want my trade routes. Where are we at with building Oxford University? 7 turns. Is there anything I can actually get? My worry. This is my gamble. It's my crazy gamble. I'm going to actually head towards electricity. So, because here's the thing. I either get both of these, and then I don't lose as much, or I get both of... I'm going to go towards this, because I think it more likely for me to make it out safely. Alright, let's... Okay, is there anything else I could be heading towards? Saba has a couple, and I'm about to build... Oh my god. It literally, there's just nothing... Get that. Good thing I looked. And Saba, buying an antiquarian. I don't have enough gold. I actually should try to befriend a culture city-state, so I think I would be able to get another artifact from them. Narrative choice, 100,000 golds. Continue to explore. Oh. So I have a ruin over here. Kumasi is hostile though, so it's gonna take a while for me to get it if I'm ever able to actually get it. Let's get the coal. So here's where, so free technology. So that actually invalidates my concern about the Oxford University. But we're going to continue the gamble. Because I think it has... Alright. I want to have a lot of trade routes. We'll focus on that in a minute. I want to make sure I have enough antiquarians to just pop the fuck off. I want an antiquarian here really badly. Which would be very nice. Probably gonna get Geneva soon. Quite literally next turn. Perfect. Okay, so now I think it's scholarly network that I want, because I'm gonna get enough city-states suzerainty that that'll have a good impact on my science. And I'm actually going to go towards science to make sure I'm not going to fall behind. And on top of that too, I'm going to probably give myself some science from specialists. Trading opportunity, take me there. I want to befriend Manga Kiki. I want to settle this city. That's a settlement, not a city. I want to grab another antiquarian, and we're going to say Bach because I know that's Saba. Near Bach, I know it has a bunch of production. Let's see how much it would cost. 4,000. So I think we're going to buy one more, and I'm going to still try to produce one via production in other places. But I don't have anything to say to this yet. Let's keep this command over here. And then Oh, no. Ugh, you're gonna screw me over, aren't you, Ada? Don't do this to me, Ada. Let's grab you. I'm looking at the... Okay. There's another one over here. I have to push to make sure. Okay, I'm gonna get the Antiquity Age artifacts earlier than her. That's like the big thing that I want to make sure is that I will have some good available to MAME. So they, okay. Ooh, that's a lot of turns for an antiquarian. How many for the... Okay, so I need a couple things. So I want military academy. But where did I even ever build? I think I wanted it to be here, which we're gonna not fully do. We're gonna actually do this. So I'm gonna put it here, because this should be another culture and happiness. I'm going to give specialists over to you. And then think... Yeah, I have to reinvest into production. We'll get those warehouse buildings over there in a bit. Money to antiquarians. You're just a town, so I'm not worried about you just yet. Ada Lovelace, I should be mad at you for stealing my artifact. But we're going to form an alliance. Narrative choice. I get a line infantry, which is whatever. I'm very indifferent about the whole thing. Command units.
I wonder anybody, the members of the nation will never know most.
Okay, so I got nationalism.
The face of a city changes.
I got urbanization, and I got... So that was the best case scenario. Now, here, I'm gonna... I can buy an antiquarian, which, unless there's a specific wonder that I really need to make sure I build, which I don't think any of these, besides the Doi Suthep, I don't think any of these are truly worth my time. It's probably better for me to invest in my infrastructure. Like, where did I put the grocer? I put it over here, and I couldn't decide how it... So, like, I probably want to put the schoolhouse over here. The department store over here. The opera house. Maybe here. Wait, the opera house. Oh, because they're ally city-states. Or they're just other player city-states. Let's just do this for... We'll put something here. Let's just do that for now. Grab the tires. So now we're gonna get globalism, and then when we can go towards, hold on, I am looking up how to pronounce this. All right, so it's hegemony, according to Google. So explorers can research artifacts buried since the Antiquity Age, gain a free artifact when researching artifacts. So basically, hegemony is going to be really... I wonder if I shouldn't even be researching artifacts until hegemony. But I'm going to be basically trying to get hegemony ASAP. Actually, let's just put you over here. We're going to be pushing for hegemony. Oh, and I forgot my wild card. Oops. What am I going to put it towards? We're going to actually go unlock the military sabotage espionage. Oh, I can befriend you. Grow town. Grow. Let's look at all these resources. Okay. So 5% golds, I think, for every city state I'm suzerain of. Continuing to get this luck. So here is, I bought it in Bach because I wanted to get the artifact over here. I'm not confident I'm going to be able to get it. And you're going to go research. And I'm too many turns away from hegemony, so I should just research. Get this continent's artifacts ASAP. I'm not investing in war, so I shouldn't upgrade anything just yet. Grow city. I'm gonna max out these rural tiles and Bach before anything else because I really want to. There's no there's probably another aggressive city-state somewhere up here.
The beauty of electricity is
Perfect. So narrative choice, 500 culture. Let's grab the tobacco. I'm gonna put more specialists in here. A specialist here. Holy bananas. I mean, it's because of Machu Picchu. Thank you, Machu Picchu. So I already have this whole tier. Actually, honestly, flight is probably good because I'm already pretty far in. Like, if I can make science my backup win condition, that's pretty cool. It would be very unexpected. So now I can grab these artifacts, which I like. I need... So Tecumseh and I are now friends. Oh, and if Benjamin Franklin decides he wants to declare war, I'm gonna join. I guess. They're from Kumasi. Should I befriend Kumasi? Let's befriend Kumasi.
being of faraway strangers.
Okay. Grow town, grow town, grow town. Commanders earn double the experience. This I might actually try to build over here. Not because I really get anything from it from an adjacency bonus perspective, but that would be really good from the perspective of being able to build many Navy units from here. Okay, so hegemony is now in 13 turns, which will put me on the path towards my win condition. I think gold? I don't think it's worth investing in my towns, quite frankly, thinking about it now, maybe it does make sense to specialize them sooner. Because I'm trying to end this game sooner rather than later. Maybe it makes more sense to have them money to build and to, like, build out certain settlements faster. Where are my terrible production settlements? Like you. So you should actually have. The only thing here is what I'd rather. No, because the factory doesn't get adjacency from wonders. So that ends up being a net. Like it cancels out. So I've already put the museum here. So if we put the department store over here, this is complete. Perfect. And Saba's going to slowly look better. It's still happy, right? Oh, it's very happy. So narrative choice. I found an artifact, which actually should just given me a nice, healthy injection of culture. There was somewhere else. There was an artifact here. It looks like it's been taken already. So, where I think hegemony is too many turns away, if you ask me. Someone's already heading towards there. I already have someone near there. So let's just move up here and see if anything pops up in this city. I am really shocked by Benjamin Franklin did not do anything ambitious in terms of settlements. He's a coward. Let's pop you over here. Again, continue to explore.
He's always stalking people.
Ooh. I'm sending you over here. Hopefully I can actually get the artifact before someone else does. We're going to invest in specialists on the science and production tile. Grow town. Respond to a diplomatic. We'll do local festivals. I was about to say that this era, the AI has been very kind to me in terms of not taking out city-states, but now I just remembered it's the arc. So now I need to know the benefits. So it's always interesting to look at the map types and know what they're beneficial for, because, I mean, I always played to have... Ooh, wait, I'll come finish this out in a second. I like how this looks. Oh, this game's so beautiful. I don't even remember what I was saying, if we're gonna be honest. Oh, he's gonna take... Oh, it's always interesting to know, like, what map types favor what victory cells, because I always set things up to give me an advantage. Like, I'm not gonna pretend like that's not the case. And Archipelago for me was convenient in Civ 6 because it made it hard. Like, the AI just wasn't as good as invading you, or they were less ambitious about it. I don't necessarily know how to describe it. They were a lot less ambitious about trying to go for to try to genuinely, like, go for the win. So, oh, these are really good. They were just bad about I felt safer in Archipelago, so it ended up being one of my favorite maps, and I also really like Portugal and Civilization 6. Here it looks like civs have a much easier time surviving. Civs have a much easier time surviving. City-states have a much easier time surviving against the AI on the Archipelago maps, which is very nice. What I just remembered is that I wanted to buy settlers, and I've already let this, but I can still settle here, and I'll still be in a good spot. And then I think I wanted to make a small town over here. And actually, a lot of this is still good to do because of these coastal resources. I get culture off of these coastal resources. Okay, narrative choice. Oh, I'm going to claim that artifact. Ah, yeah. How many artifacts do I have? I only have 2. I want more. We want to spread out our relics, our artifacts because of Hermitage's ability. Receive an artifact. And then receive a free technology. We're going to go towards science. I need to start spewing out trade routes. I'm going to make sure a slot is taken up by that. Why is my alliance weakened with you? Because I've dispersed. Is it because I just befriended one that you were working towards? Probably. Well, it sucks to be you. You should have thought about that. You knew I was working towards it. The only thing is I might go here instead of here. But I'm probably not going to... now I'm going to go here. Let's make me coastal. Yeah, let's start building trade routes. I don't necessarily need to maximize my trade route amount. Or sorry, I don't need to spend influence to increase the limit. I just want to have enough trade routes so I know I'm covered. I wish... I wish there were more artifacts. Why aren't there more artifacts? Feels rude. Okay. So that should give me plenty to trade with. I also, because again, it'll also strengthen my position with everyone. Okay, so the antiquary is here. To me, I'm going to make the gamble that here is going to be where research sites spawn. So Athena, you don't need to tell me every time. I'm like aware. Let's just do this. I can have 2 trade routes with everyone. Oh, maybe. Oh, I'm now starting to remember that I gave myself plenty of benefits from. I think that was it. Nope, there was one more. I lied. Now that's it. We're gonna heal the scout just because I don't really care much to do anything else with it. I also am going to buy more trade routes. So merchant. I buy them in towns because it's easier for me to scroll to them. London is all the way over here. Ooh, 3 culture on city parks. Now I'm incentivized to build city parks. I mean, city parks I actually do like. Honestly, my only issue is that I don't really have an issue with them. Oh. Oh, you Weenie Hut Jr. You stole it from me. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. Ada. She's been testing me. I'm trying to be so nice to everyone this round. Surplus influence. Oh, I'm missing out on city-states to befriend. How did I miss this whole time? Is that all the city-states? Did all the other ones just get conked out? You took that. I guess. We'll do that. It's going to take me there. Why is our alliance weakening? They probably dispersed it. So they're going to work that, sadly. Oh, no. And that's already being worked. Ada! Oh, she's a nightmare. So here's what we're gonna do with you. We're gonna move you in here. And I'm going to move you in here, because I might as well just give them a chance to explore a little bit. Just continuing to establish trade routes. Where I can. No, we're not going to do that. We're not converting to a city. Merchant. Oh, and I can't afford another one. That makes sense. But now this is where my economy is going to skyrocket. Alright. Oh, hegemony is 4 turns. Let's set ourselves up for success by just moving us in this general area. Okay. Biggest city in terms of production, I think, is still Bach, but let's double check this. Oh, I have so many more resources now. I can't reallocate them yet. Bach is still 77, so it is still the most. Where should I put? I think I wanted to do something partially clever here, so we'll end up putting the aerodrome over there. Research collaboration. I'm going to support this. So choosing a technology. I think mass production is next. I have a settler going over here. Does it make sense for me to try to buy a settler for there? I think it does. So 2 more merchants, and then I have trade routes with my city-states. Oh, 1 more. So just 1 more. So I bought you to put you over here. Because you can grab this. You can grab this. But I want this. Let's continue to head over here. So I know what I need to be exploring. I can now settle you, which is just another source of culture and oil. So Tecumseh's chosen communism. Which, I mean, I don't really want to choose an ideology. I think we're gonna actually spy the aerodrome because I want to work towards transatlantic transatlantic flight sooner rather than later. I want to also build you here because it'll be a good potential source of naval units in case war breaks out. I'm just gonna move me around. So now I pretty much have most of this explored, which is good. So now this is where things are gonna get interesting. Let's just next turn. So now my antiquarians are going to become very fun. Well, at least we hope.
Because we lack the very language to articulate our
We're good here. So now where... There's something for me to research here. I'm gonna go here to research, apparently. 500. You're going to research here. Alright. This is a doofy. You are gonna go over here, I guess. I thought we determined... I'm gonna put myself in the water, because if I'm right, then that'll probably disappear soon anyway. I thought it was getting worked. I mean, I guess there's always the chance it wasn't, but I find that very hard to believe. I did want these both to end up being for the... I mean, I guess it could have been the railroad. Guess it could have been the railroad. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Grow city. How do I want to grow this city? This is a museum in the kiln right now. Probably make sure that I actually put the department store here. So now it's a bit more effective. Research. Yay! Choosing production. Why would it do? Oh. No, let's do some... We should do some district building here. So I think so. The opera house. I might as well wait for radio and jump from there. The tough thing is the amount of tiles that I don't have. 1, 2, 3. So I can't build on here. 1, 2, 3. I could, if I actually build the port here, I can end up acquiring this tile. And this isn't even bad for, well, it serves no purpose given the adjacency, like what I have available. But this could be the aerodrome. Anyway. So that's why I double checked, because I was like, it's still here. I'm gonna actually move towards you, and really quickly before I forget about it, I'm gonna get mastery of this just so I can make sure I'm using my options. I don't know why he has his army gathered here, but I see there's an artifact here. I really should just save my money for antiquarians. Who is joined? Xerxes has joined fascism. Real big frickin' shocker there. Which... Oh, it's farther down. Let's explore. That's explore. Okay, so we're good. Let's grab this. How much would it be to buy an antiquarian? Alright, that's a lot of gold. It's a couple turns. But there are worse things that could be happening. And I should be, because I beeline hegemony, I should be getting hegemony much earlier than everyone else. So these artifacts are basically mine. What is this? No, I don't care. It looks, hold on. Shangdi Mountain Resort, 5% for traded routes with. That's tempting, but let's just go towards the British stuff first. Oh, that's a town. We're gonna excavate and we're gonna research. I should also be spreading my artifacts out. And then when this is done, I should then, in theory, have a bunch of artifacts spawning fresh for the taking. Alright. We're trying to... So, we're going through... I mean, right now, we're just collecting artifacts. This is actually a good chance for me to talk about why the culture victory condition is very weird. I like it and I don't like it. What I like about it is that... I actually like this little, like, searching for the artifacts minigame. I think if you really like do what I just did where you beeline hegemony, it becomes more consistent and it's easier to achieve. It becomes more consistent. Like, I think there's a little bit of RNG around how much artifacts you get, but it is better paced now. I think there needs to be another step other than the... I think there needs to be an additional piece to it other than just building the World Fair. Because once you build it, you have nothing, like, there's nothing else you need to do. Like, you're done. And it's not hard to, like, get the artifacts you need. Like, you can get all the artifacts you need. And then you just build a World Fair, and then you're done. And by the time you can collect all the artifacts, you're probably in a good spot. To like you're not racing against everything else, and this what I'm about to say isn't necessarily an issue with culture specific, the culture win condition specifically, but just an issue in general. Is you don't really have to like do anything like you can like hardcore beeline to that condition and ignore everything else. And on one hand, like, that's good, but it makes a lot of it can make the benefits of some of the modern age leaders, like, or civilizations, not as effective. Like, I mean, and it's like, there's some that are really effective. Being Prussia, for example, means you can still trade with other civilizations while you're at war with them, so you can still aggressively beeline like the economic victory while being at war with everyone else, or you could support the economic victory while being at war with everyone else, which is really good. With like this though, like the antiquarians are really good. Like, to be clear, antiquarians are really good, but I don't even know, like, the golden production stuff is good because then you can get certain things online faster, and if things break into all at war, like the revenge is definitely a good unique unit. It's the core, like 2 golds. Like, I guess if I had immediately built this and didn't beeline hegemony, like, Great Britain is really good if you're going for, if it's an option when you're not heading towards the culture victory. I guess it gives its options. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh in this critique, but it does feel like the modern age pace. The pacing could be better, but there is also a part of me where I'm like, do I want it to be paced, like, to be slower? Because I do like the modern age, but I'm like at a point where I'm like, all right, this is fun. I guess when you see the light at the end of the tunnel, you're ready to almost like get to it. Oh, it's because it's exploration age, and not age of antiquity. Okay, I confused myself. I was saying to myself that the exploration. Ooh. I might be misinterpreting something here. Can you actually use the... No, of course you can't.
As my eyes grew accustomed to the light, details of the room emerged. You asked me once if I remembered Battersea. As my eyes grew accustomed to the
Okay.
light,
Cities with both great work and a resource slotted receive... Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. There's obviously a bunch of resources over here. So I need to throw... Oh, I have a lot of gold. Let's actually get them online here. And then... What is it that they're... So quarter and wonder. Net adjacency to resource. So it's probably best to put... Because it's getting some there from the specialist. So 2... Perfect. Perfect. Oh, actually, no. I'm going towards... So continue to run around. So you're still build. So okay. It's an excavate art. So that artifact is probably just from the Age of Exploration and other people could see it. Let's go here. Oh my god. Alright, so completed the skidoo. So 9 is, it's saying 9 because it would be here. 7 is here. And we're gonna, I think, do 9 and 7. And then we'll build a wonder over here. What wonder's available? No. That wonder's available. No, I wouldn't have enough time for that because I know someone else is building it. That's where it has to be in rough terrain. You know what? Fuck it. We'll do that. And then we're going to plop these two here so that this isn't, it's pretty much occupied. We're going to actually place it over here because I'm going to actually also build the laboratory over here. Just so I have this sort of settled and I can leave it alone. Resources. Okay. So, what is everyone else? Should I start spying? Or should I start getting some more merchants? I think we're going to get some more merchants. Because it really does skyrocket how much gold per turn I'm making. And I have the influence basically right now to create many more trade routes. And then we'll save up for another antiquarian. I still remember when the game came out and the AI had like infinite antiquarians. 3 gold on each building in towns. I don't have that many buildings in my town. Actually, that's probably not fully true. We'll just make that the next thing I slot in. Okay, so like now I can do, let's see, would he let me approve? And let's just grab another trade route with everyone. And then I still have the start diplomatic endeavor. So let's see. So culture, local festivals. Oh. Let's get some fishing keys online. Liverpool. And then I'm assuming it's Hull. And then now I have fishing keys, which means I can do this. Towns are going to get the food treatment. And then the wine. And then more wine. Okay, and then maybe we're just going to do, because the... Well, let's just toss the production first into the cities. And then... we'll toss it everywhere else. Everyone's getting whales today. Production doesn't necessarily serve any purpose in my towns other than being additional coin. I don't really care right now. I'm realizing now, because I've had factories for a little bit, I probably could have also be doing a better job of going towards an economic victory, but I should, you know, let me get the antiquarians. Because I only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more artifacts. You're spying on me. No spying. So where would this best go? So 9 and 8. Trade opportunity. One more trade route. Saba's now getting a lot more resources. I don't know what I just finished that gave me so many resources, but hooray. Whoops. I just realized I forgot to pause. I was answering a text. How rude of me to keep you guys bored. Oh, I hate this bug. It's probably because it just got taken out. Oh, no. The significant blizzard. What is this? So 10% in golden towns with 5 golds in capital for every alliance. Let's get everything repaired. That was quick. Okay. So now this antiquarian I think is gonna go and grab an artifact from the natural wonder. We're going to plop a specialist out there. Continue to expand you. We're going to get hegemony part 2. We're going to reduce the settlement limit, but increase the specialist limit, because I'm not really settling new cities. I actually should probably start to specialize my towns. Let's get you in here to see what's the deal there. Oh, you're a weenie. Let's get you over here and you over here. So you're on that. Alright, perfect. So I at least got 2 from here, which is good. Do I still have those runes? And you're about to grab one of them. And this is broken again. You have things to repair. So I think from my very big towns, like okay, like here, when I have a growth event, evaluate, do I need anything else? I still do. So I want this resource, and then I'll figure it out. Nine and 7. Let's just plop you 2 here. Do. We're gonna go towards the science again. I don't suspect that I'm going to actually get anything, but I might as well try. So let's see, what type of town is this? We're gonna make it a fishing town.
In an enchanted world.
Oh my god, I'm now discovering all of these natural wonders. Perfect. Because now, like, in case, like, now I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm working 2 right now, or 3 right now. I'm going to be working the 2. Perfect. I don't actually need to build any more antiquarians. No, do. Respond to diplomatic action. I'll support this. And then I have 9 turns left. Nah, I'm not gonna. Let's me. So now he's doing military aid with me, which means he doesn't plan on. What? Well, wait. Oh, because I have more than 1 antiquarian. Okay, that scared me a little bit. Let's send you back in the direction of the homeland. You're not going to get it, but better than nothing. So now, actually,
Is the place we prove real?
you're building the manufactory. And then where is the manufacturing? And So we're going to do that. Where did I? So here. So we're going to start to actually invest in these a little bit. So here, port is going to go. It doesn't matter. So we can just put it here. Grocer. Ironworks. Then stonecutter. Granary. Brickyard. Saw pit. So now this is a fully built out town. And this is a place that also can be completed, quote unquote. And this is going to be another fishing town. We're going to build the port over here.
Because we lack the very language to articulate our unfreedom.
Adjacent to a mountain. You mean like here? We're going to make this a mining town. Fishies. I think I still want something from here. So I'm going to leave it as is. Globalism. I don't want to start making people angry, so I'm not going to have an ideology just yet. Oh, perfect. Tecumseh builds the Doga Onsen. Narrative choice. I have the artifact. I can continue to expand this town. I still want it to be growing, so I'm not going to make a decision yet that if I don't have to. So now you're more or less done. Let's get you over here to start getting a relic from that natural wonder. Narrative choice. How many more do I need now? Just 3 more. Perfect. You're gonna head into over here to see if anything pops up in the next few turns. I'm just gonna keep you on standby at this point. This is a really cool spot for... Uh-oh. Well, at this point, Tecumseh declared a war on Ada Lovelace. Oh, come on. Well, you know what? We're going to stay neutral. I'm going to stay neutral. So I have lost all of my allies in one turn, but I don't think that's a bad thing. Because I am near winning this anyway. So this is the original capital. So where can I put... That's the only place I can put it. Let's start building a bunch of revenges. Only in case anything comes up. We're going to start to get this, an artifact from here. That artifact is being worked. Let's just grab... all the buildings. All the buildings. Then we're just going to make it a fishing town so I don't have to worry about it anymore. Where can we actually... Oh, you're happy, though, already. Whoops. We'll do this, actually. Why did you guys declare war on each other? You had no reason to do so. I guess now that everyone... But no one's... Tecumseh, maybe I should steal technology from? Ooh, Ada Lovelace. We're spreading fake rumors. Hold on. It removes all yields. Displayed can take... I wish this did more. I really wish there was a type of... I guess it would be too chaotic to do this if you did stealing artifacts in this game, because it's a little bit easier to do espionage in this game than it is in Civ 6. But it would be kind of funny. Celebration. We're going to still do science. East India Company. Is there anywhere to put the... There is... So we're going to do Grocer at Ironworks. Oh, that should have... Whatever. It's really not important. Fishing town. Next command. So you just need somewhere to go. Let's just research. I never researched the artifact here.
The members of the nation will never know most of their fellow members. Yet in the mind of each lives the...
No, I kind of want to I don't want to annoy him partially. Infiltrate enemy position. Nah. I mean, I can't do it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Where would this grocer go? I already said that I couldn't... The rail station. So what we're going to do here is actually just make this an urban center. Growth City. We'll keep you as a fishing town. Grow city. Okay, this is actually growing my city. Look at these yields. Oh, specialists are bonkers at times if you get everything. It's really coming from the fact that the specialist is affecting the Machu Picchu yields, which I don't know if that's intended or not. No, I'm rejecting your alliance because you guys got into your silly fucking war. Get your damn war out of my face. I don't care who the aggressor was. Y'all should have made nice. And instead, you guys all sit beneath me as I culturally inspire the world to be a better place. Even though I took out Machiavelli and his civilization and all it stood for. But we can ignore that. I kind of wish there was an achievement for how much yields a district can provide, because this is insane. I just have to stop and pause and take a picture of that because the world needs to know what I achieved. I'll keep you growing. Not that it really matters. Let's send these two ships over here. And then I'm actually just realizing now, is there anything that I can replace in terms of temple and museum? Does Bach yet have all of its culture stuff replaced? Maybe. Choose a technology. Mobilization. Choose production. We're going to make this the aerodrome. That's what it was. Next turn. Narrative choice. Okay, perfect. Now where is my best city for production? And we're going to just inject. So Bach is 97. So it's going to be Bach. Let's go to Bach. All right, Bach. World's Fair. The World's Fair is going to go here. And then is there anything like I can... Let me get the rail station built. Wait the... And then where's the factory going to get built? Because it's production. Oh, does it need... Hold on, wait. No. And then I think now the factory... I don't remember what it's asking for. What's this? Okay, so now... But the more I can throw it at, the better. Grow city. So growing the city. Where is the... I want anything that shaves off some turns. Economic. Just cycle through. We're going to support this. I wish there was some type of wonder support. Now I've completed the quest. I did it. This would have been perfect for alliances, which I don't have, but I'm going to still throw it there anyway because I'm silly. I'm just going to put these to sleep because ultimately I've won at this point. So at the end of the day, I can basically just put certain things on standby. Let me actually, and like just for good measure, let me just get an aerodrome out. Over here, we're going to end turn. And pretty much just let Bach do its thing. I think the only thing is trying to maybe get this fully up. I don't remember. There's certain, so the, like, here's, like, I wish, sorry, I'm rejecting. I don't need to be have allies anymore. I'm just going to give these things something to do. Sleep. Sleepy sheepies. I've already won. Oh, actually, this could have just researched something really quickly for me. Let me just do that really quickly. Because why not? Oh my god. Game. Jesus. There we go. We're going to research. I get an artifact because of it. Let's just let you guys chill. You're going to sleep. And just let's next turn it until I win. This is actually a little bit like the win conditions at this point. This was the same thing I felt with like the science victory. I mean, it's kind of that way with the culture victory in Civ 6. And maybe it's an ultimate issue with Civ as a whole. Because like there's like points where like you hit the win condition. Like you know you're gonna win. Like at this point, the only thing that would keep me active is if I had someone declare war on me and I basically had to protect Bach. But that's all I'd have to do, and I'm not gonna have any issues doing that. At the same token, like it's a comparative to like in like when you're doing military victory, in Civ 6 or Civ 5 or any of the other Civs, like, you're still actively playing the game to get that final win. But then when you consider, like, the science and culture victories of Civ 6, and then pretty much all of them in this game except economic with a big bold asterisk on it, because is that you're just in a situation where, okay, I know I've won, I just need to keep the motions going, make the turns faster. And I could, again, be shift entering this whole spiel. I'm not, but I could. It's a bit of a waiting game. With the science victory in Civ 6, you're in a scenario where you're just waiting for your space exploration exhibition to complete, which is cool, but it's not the most exciting. We're gonna just build planes here. We're gonna build bombers. It's just not the most, like, it's like, okay, you know you've won, you're just waiting. Tourism's a bit better because you can make small changes that accelerate the victory, which is better. There's a bit more of a proactiveness to it. So I actually am going to not include that. It's really just the science victory in Civ 6. But then here, like, okay, military is active until it's not. Until you conquer enough settlements, and then you just need to build the Manhattan Project, and then do Operation Ivy. That's all you need to do. It's easy. Then you compare it to, like, here. So then you compare it to this victory condition. This victory condition is let's claim it. This victory condition is pretty much get the artifacts, then the World's Fair. Science, it's go through the tree and do the science research stuff, which is a little bit preferable, and I'll explain why in a second. And then we'll actually explain it now. The reason why I kind of like the science one a bit better is the pacing makes it so that you do more. And I didn't even remember I was building this. Ooh, look at how beautiful this wonder is. But, like, in this why I like the science victory condition is you're in a scenario where you have to wait to the end of the tree. And granted, I'm almost at it, and I'm not, like, shooting for it. Like, you can go through pretty quickly, but it feels like you have to max your way through the whole age to get to the victory condition, versus here you can get the artifact condition very early. So you shouldn't ignore the culture, but it's not as relevant. But anyway, I now basically got to stall long enough, and I was able to stall long enough for me to get the World Fair, and boy, it feels good to have had a much more pacifist approach. Obviously, I took out another civilization, but we can ignore that. But at the end of the day, it was really fun to not have my wars declared on me. Archipelago ends up being so much fun. José Rizal ends up being so much fun. I really liked all of the culture win. And that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you so much for watching me play through José Rizal. That has been the Modern Age, and this is Clefairy signing out.